They did not offer to pay the buyer's agent, and they still received 18 offers from agents. They did not offer to pay, and they still received 18 offers, hundreds of thousands of dollars over their asking price, and they did it all in about 10 days. Hey everybody, my name is Michael Reyes, and I'm the team leader of the Reyes Team here in Silicon Valley. I'm a licensed realtor here in the state of California, and my sellers just sold their home in the least amount of time, in like 10 days, received 18 offers, and most importantly, they did not offer to pay the buyer's agents. Yes, that's right. They did not offer to pay the buyer's agents. As far as I know, we are the first ones in our brokerage nationally to do this. What does that mean? That means we put their home for sale, we advertise it online, and typically when a realtor puts your home for sale, they will advertise what they are offering to pay a competing agent to bring a buyer. Every time you can look on Redfin will go on and advertise what is being offered if you bring a buyer. Sometimes Zillow does it. I think Zillow does it now. It's a little bit more discreet at the bottom of the listing, but directly on the MLS, it is there, and it always states what is the buyer's agent going to get paid if they bring the buyer for your home. And that's how real estate has been done for hundreds of years, right? Or for a long time, I should say. But recently in the state of Missouri, there was a lawsuit done, and it was a class action lawsuit with a bunch of sellers saying, hey, all these brokerages and the local MLS, they forced me to offer to pay a buyer's agent. Now, their main argument was a buyer's agent is not operating in my best interest. A buyer's agent wants to get this home for the best price for their client. So why am I forced to pay them if their job is to work against me, the seller? I want to get the most amount of money. The buyer's agent is trying to get the best price for their client, and I want the most. So why am I offering to pay them? And why am I being told I have to do this? And that was really the crux of the whole lawsuit that happened in Missouri in 2023. And the law came, or the judgment came saying that, hey, you cannot tell a seller that they have to offer something to a buyer's agent. Now, that ruling was appealed, and it's going to take a few years to really pan out. However, that's where it stands right now. And just a few weeks ago, as of this recording, we're recording in February of 2024. In January of 2024, a copycat lawsuit actually happened right here in the state of California, and now we're going to see that play out. And I expect the similar, if not the same, result. The court saying, hey, companies, realtors, you cannot tell a seller that they have to pay a competing agent, a buyer's agent, when they sell their home. Okay, they have to offer something. Now, those inside the industry, this has scared everybody. This is, oh no, what's going to happen to the future of real estate, and this and that. And they think, oh, you know, this is a scary thing, but it's not. And when I met with my sellers towards the end of last year, I was preparing them for this. And the first seller this year that we put on the market agreed to, hey, I am not going to offer to pay a buyer's agent, but instead, I will instruct them to negotiate their fee with their offer. And that's really it. That's what it came down to. I met with the seller. We knew what the home is worth. And in the end, we were able to do the whole package and position it to where we were not offering anything to a buyer's agent, but instead we instructed agents to negotiate your fee with your offer, just like everything else. And what was the end result? Right now, we are in contract on that home for hundreds of thousands of dollars over the asking price. And not only that, this is my favorite part, we received 18 offers from agents. 18 offers. Okay, so everybody out here who's thinking, oh no, you know, real estate industry is going to, get flipped upside down and this is bad for the industry. 18 agents made an offer on this home that did not offer them a fee. And what ended up happening? The offers came in all over the place with the fee. We had some agents They knew, hey, we had 42 or 43 downloads on that home. I told them, listen, we're having multiple people bid, so you need to do your absolute best, not just with the price, but with all the terms, blah, blah. I did my job as a listing agent, right? My job is to get the highest price in the least amount of time. I'm negotiating. I'm on the phones. I'm really putting pressure on people. So first offer that came in on that home, the agent asked for 1.5% with their offer. Now their offer was like, it ended up being in the middle of the pack after, of all the 18, but the first offer submitted, they said, here's our offer at this price, and we'll take a 1.5% fee with it. Wow, that's great. Bunch of offers came in. Another offer said, here's our offer. I'm taking 1% fee. So here's the home, here's the price, here's the terms, here's the closing date, and you're going to pay me, seller, just 1% of the total sales price. Okay, great. Guess what? Then we also got, I believe, about 5 cash offers on that home. Again, hundreds of thousands of dollars over the asking price. I mean, excellent offers. And the top cash offer was actually holding to, they wanted to get paid 2.5%. And they were actually in second place on this home. They wanted to get paid 2.5%, and their price and that 2.5% was actually put them net to the seller in second place. And so it was incredible to see, even just on our own little case study of seeing, hey, what's going to happen? Where are we going to land? What is the fee that's actually going to get paid to an agent, who's representing a buyer? And now we're making them compete because of the auction effect. It's really the system that we implement when we go and sell homes, and it ensures you get the highest price in the least amount of time. So what was going to happen? We weren't sure. We don't know what the agents were going to negotiate, and whatnot. And so anyways, it was amazing to see. We did get offers at, the buyer's agents asking for 1%, 1.5%. But in the end, the second place offer was sticking to their 2.5%. They were all cash. And actually in this scenario, this is really interesting. Our owner is out of the country. They live in Japan. And when you live out of the country and you sign off on the papers, when you get to that place, you have to do it at the embassy right now. There may be a time in the future where you could do it at your home, wherever you're at in the other country, and they can record you and whatnot. But as of right now, you have to make an appointment at the embassy. So with that said, the embassy date that was available is not until later next month. So what does that mean? All that means is it would be impossible to take advantage of the cash, the quickness of cash. When somebody has cash, you can close. I mean, typically a week, get the paperwork lined up and whatnot and do other things. 7 days, 10 days is very common. That's quick. You're done. It's over. The seller doesn't have to pay another mortgage payment. It's all good. But because this seller was unable to make that happen, in the end, quickness did not carry weight with the seller. But instead, it was really just the price and the assurance of closing, right? So first place was $10,000 more. It was a non-contingent loan. It was a 25-day close. And non-contingent, for those of you out there, means that the buyer's saying, here, I'm going to give you my 3% deposit. In this case, it's about $38,000, almost $40,000. And they're saying, if I back out for any reason, you can keep that deposit. I am willing to risk that because that's how serious I am in purchasing your home. And, that's how confident I am, how much assurance I have in my loan closing on this home. And so listen, after doing all of our research, checking the buyer's, finances, their down payment, talking with the lender, seeing what conditions have not been met. That is the key, by the way, for all you sellers out there. The question to ask your listing agent, if you're going to accept the loan, is what conditions are left on this loan? And that your agent should have talked to that lender, call that lender, put them on the phone. Hey, what conditions are left? Anyways, we did all our homework, and it's like, hey, these guys can close to 10 grand more. And so we called that second place offer and said, hey, listen, the advantage of closing quickly is a moot point here because we can't. So really in the end, we have 2 of the top offers, you and somebody else who's 10 grand more than you, And with the fee and everything, there is no difference. Can you beat it? Will you beat it? And actually, theirs was 10 grand more net to the seller, right? So in the end, the number one place was better for the seller, and second place, they would not beat it. They just couldn't do it. They felt like they pushed it to their max, even though they had all cash, and they did not come up. And he was holding on to his 2.5% fee. That's totally fine. You can do that. But in the end, the top offer was 10 grand more net to our seller. So that's the offer that the seller took. Awesome, awesome. I mean, I wish I could give you guys a behind the scenes. Maybe next time we could record the conversations we're having and everything so you can see actually how it plays out. But either way, we did it. 18 offers in hand, incredibly successful. I'm excited to do it again. We have actually another listing coming up, Milpitas, California, in a couple weeks here. I'll be updating you guys on that one. Again, we are putting that thing on the market and we are instructing it. We are not offering anything. There is nothing for us to offer. Okay. The seller has said, we are paying you guys to sell my home, and let's see what other agents negotiate when they bring an offer. If they pay me $2 million and they want to get paid whatever they want, we'll pay them, right? And we want other agents. You get paid whatever you want. Bring the best offer. Okay, that's what we're saying when there's a zero on there. So again, exciting times, you guys. This is how you need to be selling your home. There is no better way. There's no way. This is the most fun you are going to have selling your home, and it is the least amount of stress and hassle. Why? Because we're doing this in 9 days, in 10 days, no matter what the home is, no matter what the location is, no matter what the market is. With this system and how we're doing it, and the fee is just one part of the system, the advertising price, the staging, the photo, all these things, part of it. But it's so fun, and it cuts down the time, and it ensures you get the absolute most amount of money in your pocket. So if you're thinking about selling here in the state of California, you feel free, give us a call, text, or DM us anytime, and we can give you some advice on how to get the most amount of money in the least amount of time with the least amount of hassle.